So if something is confusing to you or it just doesn't make sense, right? So finding the joy, finding the happiness, finding either your birth family or people that feel like family, fighting for your feelings. Or some of you are weaponizing your feelings. Leo, welcome to your May 2026 reading, but of course this message is for you anytime you might find it.
As always, we'll be using our classic Mystic Compass spread, starting here at the north. This card will represent the area of your life that has to do with housing, finances, career, etc. And then we've got an action item to follow. Over here to the east, we've got our thoughts, mindset, focus, dreams, as well as an action item to complement. Down here at the south, we've got our passions, our belief systems, anything that gets us really fired up, that gets us going, and our motivation, as well as a corresponding action item. Over here to the west, we've got our feelings and emotions, anything that is touching us in a deep emotional way, as well as an action item that corresponds. Finally, we've got one card in the center to tie everything together to show us what exactly we are looking at as the main point of the reading of this month and how everything is interconnected.
To the north, this is your housing, finances, career, could also be health. We have the Fool. You have a lot of new beginnings, or maybe one major new beginning right now, Leo. It could be everything is kind of coming at you at once. You're getting a new job, or maybe you're losing a job. You're moving to a new place. You're maybe visiting a new country for the first time. You might be starting a new relationship. You are finding different ways to make money. It might just be that you're feeling very lost and brand new to planet Earth and the world, and that you're not really sure where you're going, and you're feeling inadequate, and you're feeling confused. The best way to combat this is with curiosity. So lean in to the unknown and try to figure out what it is that you do know, what it is, where you do have experience, who is around you that is in your corner, where are the places of comfort to you, what are the little items that that bring you comfort. Maybe you have a special blanket or something, but in the moments of the unknown, if it's getting overwhelming, Leo, you can just think about the things that you do have and what is working in your favor, and what are the skills that you already possess. And maybe there are new places and new skills that you're going to have to build up to figure that out. Let's see what your action item is up here. Oof, we have the Devil. All right, Leo, this is a caution. This is a cautionary tale. The Devil represents temptation, mischief, and so in this particular instance, with all these new beginnings, there will be a lot of shiny object syndrome, right? Where you're just like, oh, I want to go do this thing. I want to buy this. I want to live here. I want to have this job and this job and this job. I want to hang out with these people and these people. There will be a lot of incoming noise, a lot of incoming opportunity, and Leo, you must be decisive and about what it is that you're allowing into your energy field, because not everybody that is coming in your direction is good for you. This is also cautionary because not every new beginning, not every new thing that you want to start is what's in your best interest. So if you're at a party and someone offers you an unknown maybe say no. This is you don't have to say yes to everything that is coming your way. We only want to say yes to things that are in our best interest, and that aren't confusing to us. So if something is confusing to you, or it just doesn't make sense, or maybe somebody is telling you one thing but they seem like they're doing something else, or maybe you've heard multiple different stories, versions of the same story from one person, look into that, lean into that, and try to ask why. Come to this with curiosity and figure out what really are your next steps, Leo. So you are being tempted. That is the truth, but you don't have to let that temptation overwhelm you, and you don't have to let that temptation really steer you in the wrong direction. Like you have to be in control of your next steps, especially with these new beginnings. Next, over to the east, we've got our air element. So we're looking at things of the mind, dreams, focus, anything that's occupying your mind. 6 of Cups. This is nice. We're thinking about how we present ourselves to the world and how others in the world present themselves to us. We're thinking about who we really are and who we surround ourselves with. We're thinking about concepts of right and wrong. We're thinking about temptation in how it has presented itself to us in the past, and how we can make different decisions moving forward. We're thinking about our emotional attachments to that sort of temptation. Why is it so hard for you to say no to whatever it is that is specific to you? It could be a certain place, a certain person, a certain activity that you know is bad for you, but for some reason you just can't say no. Why is that the case for you? All right, Leo, let's see what is your action item over here. We've got the Strength card. Leo, you've got a lot of strength coming at you this month in a lot of different areas. So this card is representing a conflict between equal but opposite forces. And in this particular spot, this is both associated with emotional and mental strength. So it's going to be difficult for you to say no to certain things and yes to other things, even though you know that those are the right choices. So this is just asking you to tap into that part of yourself that can demonstrate strength and force, and knowing that you are better than your circumstances and that you can get through any difficult time. All right, Leo, let's see what we have for you at the south. This is your connection to the divine, spirit, goddess, God, the universe, etc. 10 of Cups. This is such a nice card. This card is representing family. This card is representing happiness, joy, and even in any circumstances, right? So finding the joy, finding the happiness, finding either your birth family or people that feel like family is very important to you for this month, Leo. Having those communal connections, and it's not they are not people that come to you in the form of like who you think should be your family. It's who you feel is your family. So who feels like family to you? I have many friends that feel like family to me, and in some ways I've been incorporated into their families. Like I've been invited to their family holiday dinners and parties and vacations and whatnot. So it's that type of relationship that we're looking at, and these family members feel like a cosmic connection. So it feels like you were meant to be part of this group, these people, right? Let's see what your action item is over here. My goodness, Leo, the world. When you are able to identify this source of family and connection and community that is cosmic in nature, you will have found everything that you need. These are the people that are going to help you through those periods of temptation and when you need to exercise extra strength. And whenever you're questioning yourself, whenever you're in moments of newness and new beginnings, these are the people that are helping you along the way. Yeah, there is no better card to pull in any situation other than the world. This is also completing a cycle. So you might, yeah, I have a few things to say on this. So this could be like elevating your relationship with family into a new light. It could also mean releasing what felt like family previously but is no longer serving that purpose in your life. And it's also possibly an invitation to go to a certain place, a different place on planet Earth, to find your family, whoever is your soul family. So a lot of you are soul family that are coming here to this channel because that's who I'm attracting to this channel, is the people that are meant to be here. But you might have to physically go to a whole nother country in order to find your cosmic family. Let's see what we have for you over to the west. This is your emotions, feelings, and possibly relationships. Knight of Swords. There is, Leo, a lot of you are fighting for your feelings, or some of you are weaponizing your feelings and using them in order to manipulate other people, and that's a no-no. But a lot of you are overriding your feelings with thoughts, and you just think, like, if I can keep on moving and I can keep on getting to the next level, I don't have to actually feel my feelings. But this is letting you know that yes, you do have to feel your feelings. Let's see, what is your action item over here, Leo? This is going to help you be able to feel your feelings more. Queen of Pentacles. So this could be your literal mother. This could also be someone that feels like a mothering energy to you. It could be a friend of yours that's a mom. It does not have to be a mom. But this is someone that is building wealth in order to give back to their community. This is someone who is doing good in the world and achieving goals for themselves, but it's so that they can pay it forward to others. And that's the type of energy that you need to invite, Leo. So that could be in the form of volunteering. So maybe you want to go volunteer at an animal shelter, or volunteer with, if you have a certain skill that is specific to you, you can pursue skills-based volunteering. For example, if you are an engineer, a software engineer, you can go teach elementary or high school students how to code. That is a way of putting that energy forward in the world and paying it forward. Other ways are monetary. So what are organizations about which you feel passionate that you can give your money to? If you can't give time, maybe you can give money. Or is there an orphanage? For some of you, there's going to be an orphanage. Where do you feel like you can really give back, and in what capacity? And start feeling into. It's not just a thinking process, it's a feeling process. And it's good for a lot of you, it has to be something tangible. So you have to be giving of your time, your money, or some other resource in order to really feel it. Let's see what our last card is here, Leo, to tie it all together. Ace of Wands. Oh my goodness, we have like a brand new beginning. So some of you are literally going to be giving birth to a baby, a human baby. And some of you are just starting a new project about which you are passionate, but it's like really something that you care about. So how we were just talking about giving back and paying it forward, it could be something like that you escalate into a brand new, maybe you want to create a 501c3 nonprofit, maybe you want to become the president of a 501c3 nonprofit. It could be something like that. But this is like a new obligation for you, and it doesn't feel like an obligation. It feels like something that you want to do. We are looking at we're looking lovingly at the project, right? We're looking lovingly at the next steps of all the action items that have to go into making this a real treat for ourselves and others. This is something that you get to do, and you're proud of doing that. This is so exciting. Leo, you have a lot coming at you this month. Like, there are a lot of major life milestones being thrown at you, but just stick to yourself and maintain integrity, and you will get through this month. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. Please be sure to check out your sun, rising, moon, and Venus sign to get a fuller picture of your month ahead. Bye.